I don't know about you people, but I get sick of hearing about how great people were after they die. I mean, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he's a great boxer, I guess. He was cocky as hell. But people come on, as soon as a celebrity dies, oh, they were the greatest, human being to mankind, and oh, he was loved by everybody, or Robin Williams. Oh, great. He was the world's most precious lost. Michael Jackson. Oh, he was a star. He was the greatest person in the world. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. What a bunch of shit. I mean, when my dad died, you didn't hear people, saying how great he was. Greatest person that ever walked the face of the earth, or when your father died, or whatever, or your friend died. It's a bunch of crap. I can't believe how people make such a big deal about, how great this person was and what a loss to the world it was. There are some instances where it is a loss to the world. Like Karen Carpenter, for instance. I think she was a loss to the world. She had a beautiful voice, unmistakably Karen Carpenter voice, and she's pretty. She was humble. I think she was great. I think she was a loss to the world. Was Michael Jackson a loss to the world? I don't know. If it wasn't, some of his songs were really good. I liked some of his songs, but I couldn't stand him holding his crotch all the time. Woo! Have you seen him in concert? I mean, he could not go 15 seconds without holding his crotch. You got children in the audience, children watching his concerts, and he's standing there watching his, touching his crotch. Woo! I want to rock with you. Woo! He gets to the pearly gates, and St. Peter says, Michael, what did you do in life so you can, enter the pearly gates? And Michael would say, well, I did a lot of this. Woo! Touching my crotch. He didn't have to touch his crotch. He did an interview with Oprah Winfrey, one time, and Oprah was saying, well, Michael, there's some talk about you holding your crotch. Oh, is there? Oh, I just do it. I don't realize I'm doing it. It's just a habit with me. Duh. Oh, Michael Jackson was so great. He was wonderful. Oh, what an idol. What a person that people looked up to. I mean, in his heyday, oh, let's get the children together. Oh, come on in, little kids. Are you the neighbor's kids? Oh, that's great. Well, come on in, and we'll go warm some milk up and put a little honey inside the milk so it's nice and sweet for you. And then we'll bake some cookies. We'll make some chocolate chip cookies and maybe some oatmeal cookies. And then we'll have our warm milk and some cookies. And then we'll, I'll tuck you into bed and I'll hop into bed with you. I'll hop into bed with you, and then I'll read you a little bedtime story. Won't that be nice, boys and girls? Oh, I'll read you a little bedtime story, and then we can have our milk and cookies, and then after that, after our milk and cookies are eaten, then we can listen to some music, some nice soft music, boys and girls, and maybe I can read you another bedtime story, and then I don't know, maybe I can rub your shoulders and maybe rub your forehead until you fall asleep. It's not a dirty thing. No, it's not a dirty thing. It's a precious thing. It's a loving thing. It's not a terrible thing to love the neighbor. You're supposed to love your neighbor and their kids. So bring them over. Get them over here. and I'll make some cookies, and I'll tuck you into bed, and then I'll sing to you, and then we'll have a nice little nap, and then we can maybe you can stay the night, boys and girls, because I am Michael Jackson, and your parents trust me. I wanna rock with you, woo! And then we'll get up and we'll go out in the fairy park, Fairyland or whatever they call my state, and then we'll ride the big, the big Ferris wheel and the roller coaster and the miniature train, and then we'll come in for another nap. But I get tired of it. What a bunch of shit. Some guy said that I don't record enough and I needed to put more videos on. So today's your lucky day, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful. I have quite a nice group of people that watch me, that look at my videos, and I'm sure they get a lot out of it, I'm probably the hot spot. Well, I don't know about the hot spot, but I am the bright spot in their whole life, Jeez, it's sure a dull day. I don't know if I can get through the day or not. I'm depressed. I need to take some pills so I'm not depressed. And then they turn on my YouTube channel, and then they can have some fun, and they can learn things. Think, boys and girls. Think. You can learn some stuff, and you can be inspired. I might say, take all your hopes and dreams. Boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, take all your hopes and dreams and your things in life that you hold dear. All your wishes and hopes and roll them up in a little ball. Roll them up in a little ball and shove them in your ass. Did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. I mean, roll them up in a little ball, and then put it over on your desk or in your toy box. and then when you get depressed, you get the little ball out, and then you roll out the little ball. Can you roll out the little ball, boys and girls? Well, you can roll out the piece of paper that looks like a little ball, and roll them out, and then you can look at your hopes and dreams again, and realize that they haven't been fulfilled yet, and they're probably not going to be fulfilled. Why? Because you're an idiot. You think you're so special, huh? From day one, me. You drove your parents crazy. Look at me. I want milk. I want applesauce. Me. You drove your parents nuts. They wanted to leave you on the first doorstep they could find in the neighborhood, but that'd be against the law, wouldn't it, huh? They can't leave you on the doorstep, so they raised you. Then you went to kindergarten. Me. I want more milk. I want more cookies. I want more graham crackers. I want an extra big blankie so I can feel good when I'm taking my nap. Everybody else in the room got up, after 15 minutes, but no, you're special. You had to ask the teacher if you could have another 10 minutes of rest, because you're special. It was all through your life. It was just me. Look at me. Look what I can do. Me. Look how special I am. You made people want to throw up. All through junior high, all through high school, your dating career. You go out on a date. The girl you took out couldn't wait to get home and shut that door behind you. And hope and pray That you'll never bother her again, ever. That you won't call her up. That you won't say hi to her at school. She didn't want any part of you, but no. You didn't understand that concept, did you? Because you're special. You're special. And then you went out, you graduated high school. Then you went to college. Nobody wanted to associate with you at college. Then you tried to get a job, and you were so cocky and arrogant in your interviews, people thought you were an asshole. That's why you didn't get hired. And you graduated from grade to grade in high school. That's true, but it wasn't because you were smart. It was because the teacher didn't want you in their class. Why would they? They want some crybaby titty-mouth in their class? Some wimp, some person that thinks they're better than everybody else? I, on the other hand, I didn't think I was better than everybody else. I knew I was. I wasn't the last to be picked on the football squad or on the basketball team in high school. I was the captain. I did the picking, baby. I did the picking. And when it came to dating, I did the picking there. I was on the cheerleading squad at my high school. And, if you toss a girl up in the air and you pick her up just right when she lands. But I did the picking there. I could pick any woman I wanted. I had 2 cheerleaders at one time on a date. What was I doing? It was stereo, baby. I had one on each side of me. I mean, what was I doing? What wasn't I doing? I mean, look at this. Do you think this grows on trees, boys and girls? You couldn't pay enough to have this. Really, huh? I know you want to be me. I know that 99.99% of people out there looking at this video wants to be me. You can't be me. There's only one me, and there's only one you. Just get over it. Some of us were born ugly. I know that, and you know that. Some of you were born ugly. Some of you were born stupid. Some of you were born with a scissor up your ass, and some of you were born with a gold fork up your ass. Some of you had to work to get to where you are today, and so did I. I had to work my butt off. In high school, I had 2 jobs. I'm not talking about the job with my girlfriend tonight, but I'm talking about the job I worked in the theater. I worked in the box office, baby. Beautiful. Sold a little popcorn, too. But most of you are okay. You're okay. You'll slide by. You'll probably slide by. You're not the greatest person that ever lived. But you're all right. But I appreciate the people that watch me and leave nice comments on my channel. There's a lot of nice people. I can't remember them all. I remember one name, guy, Steve Knight. I guess he's a guy. Steve Knight, there's quite a few other people. But I have a rule that if I mention your name, like Steve Knight, then you'll pay me, $10 a name. So if I say Steve, that's $10. If I say Steve Knight, that's $20 because that's Steve and then Knight. That's $20. And then if you want me to compliment on you, on what a nice person you are, that's another $10 per compliment. Steve's a nice guy. Well, there's one name, that's Steve, that's $10, and then he's a nice guy, there's another $10, so that's $20. If I say Steve Knight's a nice guy, that's $10 for Steve, and another $10 for Knight, and then he's a nice guy, another $10, that's $30, What's wrong with that? I'm trying to promote you. If you don't pay up, I can't say nice things about you, and guess what? I won't. Get a grip.